Let me ask you something. Not a normal question. A real question. When was the last time you felt truly proud of yourself? Not happy for one moment. Not excited for one day. But deeply proud. If you cannot remember, this story is for you. Stay with me. Because this is not just a story about success. This is a story about becoming someone you respect. And while you listen, your English will improve naturally. No pressure. No fear. Just listening, understanding, and growing. This story begins with a man named Daniel. Daniel was not famous. He was not rich. He was not confident. He was ordinary. Daniel was in his early 30s. At an age where people expect progress. At an age where people start asking questions. What are you doing with your life? When will you succeed? Why are you still here? Those questions hurt. Daniel lived in a small apartment. Nothing fancy. Nothing terrible. Just average. Every morning, his alarm rang at the same time. He opened his eyes. He stared at the ceiling. And he felt tired before the day even started. Not physical tiredness. Mental tiredness. Daniel's days felt like copies of each other. Wake up. Get ready. Go to work. Come back. Eat. Scroll on his phone. Sleep. Again. And again. And again. Weeks passed. Months passed. Life passed. Daniel spent a lot of time on his phone. Scrolling. Watching others live their lives. People traveling. People speaking confidently. People building businesses. And every scroll made him feel smaller. Comparison slowly destroyed his confidence. Inside Daniel's mind, there was a voice. A quiet but powerful voice. It said, "You should be further by now. You are wasting your potential. Others are moving forward. You are stuck." Daniel tried to ignore it. But you cannot escape your own thoughts. One night, Daniel came home late. He didn't turn on the TV. He didn't open his phone. He sat in silence. And silence is dangerous. Because silence forces honesty. Daniel asked himself one question. If my life stays exactly the same, will I be happy in 5 years? He waited for the answer. And deep inside, he knew. The answer was no. That moment scared him. That night, Daniel realized something painful. No one was coming to save him. No miracle. No shortcut. No lucky moment. Change had to come from him. Daniel learned his first truth. Nothing changes until you change. Not tomorrow. Not next year. Now. Daniel didn't promise to change everything. He didn't say, "I will become successful in 1 year." He made a smaller promise. "I will improve myself every day. Even for 30 minutes. Big promises feel exciting. But small promises feel possible. And possible actions get done. Choosing English. Daniel asked himself, what skill can change my future? He chose English. Not because it was easy, but because it opened doors. English meant better information, better confidence, better thinking. The beginning was hard. He forgot words. He spoke slowly. He made mistakes. Sometimes people smiled. Sometimes people corrected him. Sometimes people laughed. It hurt. Then Daniel realized something important. Pain meant growth. Embarrassment meant learning. Silence meant staying the same. He chose discomfort. Daniel practiced every day. Listening. Repeating. Speaking alone. He felt silly. But he continued. After 1 month, nothing looked different. No praise. No big results. But something had changed inside. Daniel felt stronger. That small daily effort created something powerful. A quiet fire. No one could see it. But it was there. After the excitement of the beginning, reality arrived. Daniel noticed something strange. The fire he felt in the first weeks was no longer burning strongly. The motivation was fading. And this is where most dreams die. Not at the beginning. Not at failure. But in the middle. Daniel woke up one morning and thought, I am doing everything right. So why does nothing feel different? He was still tired. Still struggling. Still unsure. That doubt was dangerous. The same voice came back. Maybe this is not for you. Maybe you started too late. Maybe you are not smart enough. That voice sounded convincing. Because it spoke when Daniel was tired. Daniel learned a hard truth. Progress is silent before it is visible. Growth does not announce itself. It happens quietly. Most people stop when results are slow. Effort feels boring. Praise is missing. They mistake silence for failure. Daniel almost did the same. One evening, Daniel sat again in silence. But this time, he thought differently. He realized. Motivation is emotional. Discipline is a decision. Motivation depends on mood. Discipline depends on commitment. Daniel learned his second truth. If you wait to feel ready, you will never move forward. Action creates confidence. Not the other way around. Daniel stopped asking, do I feel like practicing today? Instead, he asked, what time will I practice today? This small change changed everything. As Daniel practiced more, he failed more. He spoke English with others. Sometimes people didn't understand him. Sometimes they corrected him. Sometimes they lost patience. It hurt his pride. One day, Daniel made a mistake in front of others. The room went quiet. Someone smiled politely. Daniel felt his face burn. Old Daniel would have stopped. New Daniel stayed. Instead of thinking, I am bad at this, Daniel thought, I am learning. That single sentence changed the emotion completely. Daniel started asking, what did I learn from this? Every mistake gave him data. Failure became feedback. Something powerful started happening. Daniel no longer said, I am trying to improve. He started saying, I am improving. Words matter. Your brain listens. When Daniel changed his words, his actions followed. He spoke more. He practiced more. He feared less. One day, Daniel saw someone who spoke perfect English. Fluent. Confident. Old jealousy appeared. But this time, Daniel stopped himself. Daniel learned. Comparison kills progress. You don't know their story. You only know yours. Daniel changed his focus. Instead of asking, "Am I better than others?" he asked, "Am I better than last month?" That question brought peace. The power of routine. Daniel built a simple routine. Nothing complex. Every day. Listen. Repeat. Speak. Same time. Same place. Routine removed excuses. Routine sounds boring. But routine removes decision-making. No thinking. No debate. Just action. One day, something unexpected happened. Daniel spoke English naturally. No panic. No fear. Just flow. That moment shocked him. Daniel understood. Confidence is not found. Confidence is built. Brick by brick. Daniel was still not famous. Still not rich. But something had changed deeply. He trusted himself. And self-trust is powerful. Daniel didn't notice the exact day his life changed. There was no celebration. No dramatic announcement. No sudden miracle. It happened quietly. Like sunrise. One morning, Daniel realized something important. He no longer waited for approval. He didn't ask, "Am I good enough now?" He simply acted. That was freedom. Daniel was invited to speak. Not on a stage. Not to thousands. Just a small group. But this time, fear didn't stop him. As Daniel spoke, something surprised him. People listened. They understood. They nodded. His words landed. Daniel learned. You don't need perfection to succeed. You need clarity. People don't connect with perfect English. They connect with honest expression. After that day, things changed slowly. People treated Daniel differently. They trusted him more. They asked for his opinion. Not because he was perfect, but because he was confident. Daniel noticed something powerful. The world reacts to how you see yourself. When he respected himself, others followed. Daniel achieved many things. Better communication. New opportunities. More confidence. But the biggest achievement was internal. Daniel realized. Success is not what you get. Success is who you become. Daniel still felt fear sometimes. But fear no longer controlled him. Fear became a signal. Not a stop sign. Failure didn't feel like humiliation anymore. It felt like adjustment. Correction. Growth. Consistency changed everything. Small actions. Daily effort. Long patience. Life started responding. One day, someone said, "I want to improve like you." That moment hit Daniel deeply. Because now he was the example. Daniel learned. True success is when your growth helps others grow. Daniel also learned balance. He didn't chase endlessly. He rested without guilt. He worked without obsession. Peace became part of success. Daniel no longer said, "I am trying." He said, "I am living." And that changed everything. Achievement is not money alone, fame alone, praise alone. Achievement is alignment. When your actions match your values. If Daniel could change, so can you. Not because he was special, but because he stayed. The final truth. Daniel discovered the final truth. You can achieve anything in life when you stop quitting on yourself. Ask yourself tonight, what am I avoiding because it feels uncomfortable? That thing holds your growth. Don't rush. Don't compare. Don't stop. Progress rewards patience. If you listen till here, you already have discipline. You already have focus. You already have strength. Now use it. You don't need a perfect plan. You need a committed heart. And remember, your future is built by what you do when no one is watching.